What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are live in the studio, back with another video. If you're a returning subscriber, then you know how this thing goes, and if you're a new subscriber, then welcome and hello.
Hello, motherfucker.
Okay, listen, so we got to get into some things today. You know what? Today is the official Cash Draw is Never Going to Happen Part 3, okay? I just want everybody to know that Cash Draw will never happen. Cash Draw is literally, if you wanted to know why Cash Draw was never going to happen, this is the moment. This is the day today. Cash Draw is completely and utterly garbage, okay? Cash Draw is trash. Cash Draw is garbage. Cash Draw will never happen. Cash Draw is not going to happen no matter how many ghostwriters she has, no matter how many co-signers she gets, no matter how many times she talks to Cardi B. Cash Draw will never happen. She will always be the Shauna of this generation. Just playing. Okay, seriously though. All right, in all seriousness, Wendy Williams went on to her show today, and the battle between Wendy Williams and Nicki Minaj is getting crazy. But before we get into that, yes, Cash Doll is allegedly dating Partisan. This is why I don't even know where I want to start this whole thing. Because people keep wanting me to talk about that, and it's like the Wendy Williams. It's just so much that has transpired in the last 2 days. But again, I cannot stress enough that Cash Doll is never going to happen. So let me just take it back because I'm just so excited, and my emotions are all over the place. But let's get to the Wendy Williams, then we'll get to the Partisan because it all goes hand in hand. So Wendy Williams is pretty much, taking her shots out on Nicki Minaj. They're beefing. That'll be the feud that never ends. And I feel like it's for a few reasons. I feel like because Nicki Minaj will never go back on the Wendy Williams show. And I also feel like Wendy Williams has been labeled soft, and she needs to have some celebrities that she can still drag. And Nicki Minaj is a relationship that she's willing to sever. So Wendy Williams takes to her show today and in the defense of Cash Doll, and basically starts bigging up Cash Doll, promoting Cash Doll, things which she would have never done had Nicki Minaj's name never been involved. Cash Doll has been out for a very long time. She has never made it onto the Wendy Williams show. She has never been a hot topic. The only reason why she's a hot topic today and in anybody's mouth is not because of her music. It's not because of her single. It's not because of her album. It's not because of the way she looks. It's because It's because she threw shade at Nicki Minaj. It's because Nicki Minaj's name is in the conversation. Cash Doll, you are officially garbage and you're trash. All right, so let's listen to what Wendy had to say, and then we'll get into it. Let me see if I can have that. So let me see if I got that. Let me see. I know I got it somewhere. I know I got it.
There's this girl named Cash Doll in Detroit. Okay, clap if you know who Cash Doll is. Okay. She's good friends with my girl Cardi, and apparently does not have any respect for that other girl in the rap game, allegedly. All I'm saying is, Cash Doll, I like your whole style. Do we have a picture of Cash Doll? Some people
no, we'll do, but we can look for one.
Okay, we'll get to scrambling.
Okay.
Right. While you still pay attention to my story about Lizzo. Okay.
They never had a picture of you, Cash Doll. You were never on Hot Topics. Wendy never liked your style, Cash Doll. You've always been garbage, Cash Doll. No one even has a picture of you in the queue, Cash Doll.
But hi, Detroit. Hi, Cash Doll. Cash Doll, I like your style. Cash Doll's like to the girl who's already in the rap game, who she dismisses, like many of us. Cash Doll's like, girl, stop sliding in my DM. You know what I'm saying? And saying, clap if you know what I'm speaking of. Okay. this girl. Oh, there she is. Yup. And let me tell you something about her. From what I know, she doesn't have kids or a boyfriend. She's like in her 20s, and all she's trying to do is grind. And there's a girl who's already established in the rap game, who you all know her name, but I don't use that name around here. It's Illegal Booth. Oh, and apparently so is Booth. Okay, oh. As usual, he's probably being flogged by her right now as we speak. Okay. Anywho, no, I like this girl's style, and I really do have heartfelt love for Detroit. You know, they were with me during my 6-week sneak peek, and I was on the radio there and everything. But KASH Doll, I like you. Like, we're all booked through this season, or to the first of the year, but you know what? I'd like to introduce her, to
really?
our people. Right. Yeah.
In fact.
Yeah.
Okay, which brings me to my point of KASH Doll being a charity case. A lot of you guys didn't realize what I meant and didn't understand what I was saying when I said KASH Doll was a charity case. So I'm going to elaborate a little bit more. KASH Doll has officially become a charity case, which is the reason why, in my opinion, KASH Doll will never happen. Because here's the thing: Wendy Williams and Nicki Minaj have beef. And so Wendy Williams is now using KASH Doll in the middle of the beef with her and Nicki Minaj. The only reason why Wendy Williams is promoting KASH Doll, willing to have KASH Doll on her show, is because she's trying to spite Nicki Minaj. So now everybody that's going to work with KASH Doll, everybody that's going to affiliate themselves with KASH Doll, it's not because KASH Doll's music is great. It's not because KASH Doll is a phenomenal lyricist. It's not because KASH Doll is a phenomenal artist. It's because they don't like Nicki Minaj. She said she called Nicki Minaj delusional. And so now they're going to want to support KASH Doll more to spite Nicki Minaj. And if I was KASH Doll, in my mind, I would not want to be supported out of spite. Because people really, it's not real. People are not genuinely fucking with your music, sis. They're really only fucking with you to get back at Nicki. See, a lot of people don't understand that. However, a woman like KASH Doll, I feel as though she got fed the fuck up. I felt like she was trying to ride Nicki's dick for the longest. For whatever reason, Nicki was like, nah, I'm not really feeling it. So KASH Doll just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm a flip. You know, she had a conversation with Cardi B. They got cool. KASH Doll is allegedly dating Cardi B's writer, the nigga who wrote Bodak Yellow. This guy here. So she's clout chasing on a whole nother level. I mean, desperate times are really calling for desperate measures. So she's come, and you know, this is the same man that has also thrown major shade at Nicki Minaj. So KASH Doll is really sitting with the ops. So she felt like she got some like backup. She got, you know, she don't need Nicki no more. That relationship is done because Nicki Minaj is probably never going to fuck with her anyway. So it's kind of like, whatever, Nick, I don't need you. I tried to kiss your ass. You not giving me no attention. I don't got too much more time. You know, to me, it seems like KASH Doll is really desperate for a mainstream public, you know, I don't know, rap career. She wants to be like this mega star, and she wants these mega features. I guess the Iggy Azalea features and the bullshit records that she's doing, you know, with K Michelle and, you know, Young Miami and shit like that. Those are not hitting. She wants that Nicki Minaj feature, but she realizes she's never going to get it. So maybe she feels some type of way. Maybe she's at the point where, you know what, I'm done fucking with you. And I can understand that. Let's be very clear. If you support someone, if you're a big fan of somebody and you letting them know like, yo, I admire you, I want to work with you, and you're still in those spaces and they don't ever give you the chance, you can bow out. You can be like, you know what? I can see you don't really fuck with me. It's nothing wrong with that. You can see a person don't fuck with you like that and you could be like, all right, it's cool. She could have still went and fuck with the ops. She could have still went over there to Cardi and Partisan and did all that. But what she didn't have to do was announce that, you know, she stopped following Nicki 2 weeks ago and Nicki was delusional. Because if it were me and I would like, you know, and Nicki, she acted funny. She don't really fuck with me like that. I'm good. Maybe if I unfollow her and dip, I ain't gonna say nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, oh, she was in my inbox and this and that and the third. All right, girl, I don't fuck with you. They asked me why, girl. It just is what it is. You'll see who I fuck with by the way that I move. Period. You know, it's not her job to necessarily wait on Nicki Minaj. I understand that. Like, that's not fair either. However, if you're going to support somebody, be genuine. You know, don't just support them because you want to come up off of them either. So that's what I feel like. I feel like KASH Doll just really wanted to come up off of anybody. I really don't give it. I don't think she cares about any female rapper. I don't think she cares about any female unity. She just was going to try to get with whoever she could to get her clout up in the rap game. Now, it wasn't happening with Nicki Minaj. So now KASH Doll is at the point where she's like, fuck it. And now here Wendy Williams comes in. She's taking shots because she can't stand Nicki Minaj. So she's going to insert herself in it. And now she's going to lift KASH Doll up, book KASH Doll, put KASH Doll on her show, and formally introduce KASH Doll to her audience, because Wendy's thinking, well, you know what, girl? I'm going to make you a bigger star. I'm going to give you a bigger platform, because Wendy know ain't nobody listening to bitch. Here I go. Ain't nobody listening to that. Don't nobody know who the fuck that is, because they didn't even have a damn picture of the hoe in the queue to be uploaded. Nobody really knows KASH Doll like that. Black people know KASH Doll, but people don't really know KASH Doll like that. Okay? So Wendy's like, you know what? Fuck it. Wendy, you know, I'm going to be petty. Come on, KASH Doll, you can come sit with me too. Now, on one end, if I'm Wendy Williams, and I'm going to be real with you, good move, Wendy. That's what you're supposed to do, because let's be very clear. Nicki was being very nasty and very shady to Wendy as well by calling up bloggers and things like that to come and address Wendy on the Queen Radio. So petty for petty. They beefing. It is what it is. That's not my fight. So Wendy's being shady because she gonna bring up some. Nicki Minaj is bringing up bloggers and calling people on the phone to expose Wendy Williams. So Wendy Williams is gonna lift bitches up that don't like Nicki Minaj. That's fair game. I understand exactly. Wendy Williams is very much so that girl, just like Nicki Minaj is that girl. So let the best girl win in that aspect. Petty for petty. It's not okay. If Nicki can be petty, Wendy can be petty. It's all entertainment at that point. However, when we get down to KASH Doll and being used as a pawn in this thing, I wouldn't want to be used as a pawn. That's the thing. And so many people like to be used as pawns for a clown. And I don't want to be used because you just really genuinely don't fuck with me, girl. The only reason why I could see anybody supporting KASH Doll at this point is because they are trying to do it out of spite for Nicki Minaj. And unfortunately, Cardi B has already taken that spot and won. You know, they gave Cardi B a full-on career spiting Nicki Minaj. I don't think that KASH Doll will be the next Nicki Minaj. I mean, the KASH Doll will be the next Cardi B. So you're not going to happen. All you're doing is burning bridges, girl, and looking crazy out here. No, the little fans you did have, KASH Doll, you don't have them anymore. Maybe you got a few more industry connects because they don't like Nicki Minaj. However, after all is said and done, after Nicki Minaj's name is no longer important in the conversation, who's going to listen to your music? See, it's one thing to get you on this TV show. It's one thing to be seen with Cardi B and seen with this person and dating partisan and everybody's your friend because, you know, they don't like Nicki Minaj. However, it still falls back on you with the talent and the music. So when they actually go listen to you, people have to actually like what you're saying. You actually have to have a draw. You have to keep the people invested and involved. You have to keep the people interested. I don't feel like KASH Doll is polarizing enough to keep the people interested. You know what I'm saying? She just doesn't have it, because if she had it, she wouldn't have to do these things to garner attention. I say that all the time. And I get very passionate about it because it happens to us. It happens to me all the time on YouTube. I couldn't tell you how many content creators, you know, think that they're just so talented. You know, they're so fabulous. They're so fantastic. You know, so many of them, you know, will swear that I'm jealous of them and I'm intimidated by them because they're so great. They're so great. However, when they go and put out their videos or their own content, it's a complete dud. It's a flop. But if they put my name in the description or in the title, then they get views, and then they're talking big shit like they did something, when it's like, no, nigga, you did nothing but put my name in the title. Just like Cash Doll, you're not going to be lit after this, girl. You're only lit because Nicki Minaj's name is in the title. Without Nicki Minaj, nobody gave a damn about you. So I don't understand how I wouldn't be happy about this moment, Cash Doll, because you aren't shit without Nicki Minaj's name being attached to it. And that's the same thing I feel about a lot of content creators. Like, y'all can be happy about these views that you're getting, but you're not shit with your regular content. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, it happens that way. I couldn't tell you. I see so many different channels all of a sudden, and that's why it doesn't bother me. If I'm Nicki Minaj, I wouldn't be bothered, because even in my personal life, I definitely can relate to this because it doesn't bother me. The reason why it doesn't bother me is because it's like, all right, motherfucker, you only getting followers, subscribers, whatever, likes, comments, views, because people don't like me. They're only supporting you because they're mad at me. They're not supporting you because you're actually great, or because they sought you out and said, hey, this kid got talent, or I really want to support this person. No. Oh, you hate Armon? Oh yeah, I want to support you because we want to be spiteful to Armon. So it's not you, it's really me. It's not Nicki. I mean, it's not you, Cash Doll, it's really Nicki. So that should feel like shit to you, that you're only getting support because they really want to hurt the next bitch's feelings. You're not getting support over your music. That sucks. It really, really sucks. So no matter what you think you're going to do, you're never going to happen, because you went out here and you did this clout chase, and now you're getting the wrong kind of support. You're getting spiteful support. But so many people are so thirsty for any type of foundation or any type of platform, they'll take the spiteful support. So it is what it is. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that would never be my thing. I can't understand it. You know, there was this one time, you know how deep it goes. One time, there was this man literally spent maybe $1,000 on a content creator to try to be spiteful to me, and then came and told me that he spent the money on the man to give them a platform. I'm like, ain't that a charity case? Like, bitch, let me tell you something. As a winner, it doesn't matter. Like, let's just say Cash Doll does all these interviews, does all this stuff. People start liking her. She'll get a few, followers, clicks, views here and there. But at the end of the day, the only way you were able to be successful is because someone was trying to hurt Nicki Minaj. Like, it's like you were never going to be successful off of your own talent or merit. It took a scandal for you to try to throw shade at somebody for you to get successful. That's trash. That sucks for you, And there's a lot of content creators like that. And I look at them, I'm like, bitch, I'm not mad, because it doesn't matter if a person gets 1 million more subscribers than me, or in any situation in life. You guys shouldn't feel any type of way either, especially if you know that you've worked hard, literally, and your talent pushed you to where you are, and then people got pushed to your level or beyond you out of spite and jealousy. None of that should ever affect you. That would never affect me. A person surpassing me would never affect me, especially if I know that they only got support because people were trying to throw shade at me. Give a fuck. It wasn't because you're better than me, motherfuckers, because I'm that nigga and they don't like me. So I think it's interesting. Cash Doll will never happen. Let me see. Again, but I think that Wendy Williams is pretty fair in what she's doing, because she don't owe Nicki nothing. Nicki plans on doing an expose on her. Now we should see. I wonder what Queen Radio is going to be about. I'm not really sure if the expose is going to happen. It was supposed to happen 2-3 weeks ago, but some things came out, some information came out. But we'll see, because there's been a lot of ass kissing and backtracking over the last few days. So we'll see. Maybe the episode of Queen Radio will actually happen. Because girl has been very, very quiet. So we don't know. Maybe Nicki was like, you know what, bitch, hold on. That's why the smooching is starting to commence, bitch. I mean, it's been farts being blown out of asses for the last few days. Niggas is trying to make sure. Listen, are we still on for the show? We're still doing it, right? Motherfucker, she's 6 months old. But all right, you all. Let's take a couple calls. And let's see what's going on. So y'all didn't call in yet. Okay, hold on. Let me put up there. 563-999-3658. Yes. But yeah, somebody said this is the most publicity Cash Doll's gotten all year. Absolutely. And none of it is which for her music. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, yeah, that whole thing of good publicity or bad publicity is still publicity, but that is true to a certain degree. But then when you go sit with yourself and you go sit down and think about like, what's happening, then you have to think, I'm only popular out of spite. People are only talking about me because they're trying to spite another person. People are only following me out of spite. People are only sharing my content out of spite. People are only subscribing to my YouTube channel out of spite. Which means people really don't give a fuck about you. They care more about the person that they're trying to spite. So you're really not that lit. You're really not that lit. I can't tell you, I see it all day on YouTube, and them motherfuckers be thinking that they doing something. It's like, nigga, you realize nobody checks for you unless you're talking about me? Half the reason why you have followers is because people are trying to be mad at me, so they'll support you. It's not because they like you. It's because they mad at me. Okay, 303-8781. You're live on the air.
Hi, Armon. This is Tanisha. How are you?
Hey, Tanisha. I am good.
Great. Okay. So I feel you on the strength of what Wendy Williams is doing. It does sound like an exploitation type of dude. But, I mean, and yeah, you are right. You know, Cash Doll is not like a well-known, household name that everybody just bumps or whatever. But when you started talking about her, sweetie, I checked out her little platform. I think she got a little fire under her. I mean, I think she should be, blessed and highly favored in where she's at and where she can go.
I think she's there. That's what I think the issue is. I don't think that she understands that she's made it where she's going to go.
Okay.
There's no more up for her.
You don't think so, Armon?
No, I don't.
I think baby girl can at least put out a couple little more tunes,
I think she can put out the music, but I think she can. Yeah, that'll be beautiful. But she'll never be a mega female rapper. Like, she'll always be Cash Doll and doing her music, and that's where it ends. So, girl, do you. But you'll never be Cardi B. Yeah, you'll never be big as Cardi B. You'll never be big as Nicki Minaj. You'll never be that leading lady of rap. She'll never be that because she just doesn't have the technical skills to do so. She doesn't have the artistry to do so. Have you ever listened to a Cash Doll song?
No, I think Cash Doll was in
okay.
a cypher, on BET. No, I've heard Cash Doll, and I mean, she's like mediocre at best. I do give you that. You are right in her area, her lane where she should be riding at, sweetie. But I think that it's too many of us that have that idea in our head that we have to be above and beyond who we are in this world. You know what I mean? And that is on that. It's on that, baby. She is feeling like she's not good enough. She's not, ever going to be so-and-so or what so-and-so is when she need to be happy in her own skin. you know what I mean, and reach the levels of life that are there for her and just be happy about that. If I was her, I would go up on Wendy Williams and switch, flip the scenario.
But see, this is kind of the reason why I kind of brought this conversation up, because she's become a charity case. Do you realize now that she's getting a lot more support? Not because people liked her music, but now think about why Wendy Williams is going to invite her to the platform. Why do you think Wendy Williams is doing that? It's not because she thinks that Kash Doll is a phenomenal artist.
No, because Kash Doll's not even really, a household name on everybody's lips. But I do think the way that the way that Wendy Williams did bring it out on her show or whatever, talking about that person, and me and her both, don't like or agree with. I don't mention her name around here. You can already see it was, along the lines of a shade on NICKI. And then she was gonna bring somebody that's trending. She's somewhat trending.
No. So let me ask you a question. If I don't like you, and you got a friend or something, I really don't care about them either. But then all of a sudden, because I don't like you, and you've probably wanted to come on the show or whatever the case may be, but I don't like you, but I bring your friend on there to spite you, that you don't fuck with. Like, don't you think that that's wrong? Like, would you be proud? You get what I'm saying? Like, would you be proud to be brought on Wendy Williams' show out of spite if you're a Kash Doll? Or would you really be proud? Like, yo, I got the invite to Wendy Williams because I busted my ass on this album and it was good. And I got, my songs are charting and I'm finally having a moment. Or do you want it to be because you diss Nicki Minaj on the internet?
I wouldn't want it to be for something that was not going to be good for my business or, my brand or what I'm trying to put out for, to be more known and more liked. No, and I don't think that's why Wendy Williams is bringing Kash Doll up on her show. I think it is to spite Nicki Minaj. That's why I'm hoping Kash Doll flips the narrative on her, and makes it about her music and makes it about her journey and things like that. Hopefully, you know how Wendy Williams could be a little overzealous with the situation, but yeah.
All right, thank you, caller.
That she could, yeah.
Love you. Welcome. Bye. All right, let's take another one. All right, 617-3225. Hello. 617-3225. All right, that's it. 216-3728. You're live on the air.
Bitch, here I go.
Okay, so you like Kash Doll?
No.
Okay.
I just want to let you know that I'm a fan of your Armon. I don't believe Kash Doll is going to make it.
Okay.
However, I do agree when you said that was a good move for Wendy Williams.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because it's fair.
Because, Wendy has...
It's fair. It's fair game. Nikki, you want to be shady and bring on bloggers and expose and exploit? Well, I'm going to start pulling bitches up that you didn't want to be pulled up.
Right. However, I hope that Kash Doll gets to perform soon, though. Because she said it might not be until January.
Well, maybe Kash Doll will clout chase and reach until January.
Maybe.
Thank you, caller. All right, let's take another call. 646-1950. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armon.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm good. Let me take you off speaker. Thank you so much for having the show. I think you're amazing. Keep doing your thing. I wanted to say that this whole Kash Doll situation, it kind of makes me pity her. And I understand why Wendy Williams is throwing her a bone out of spite, but I feel like I think Kash Doll is old enough and smart enough to know that she's being used.
But she doesn't care, right? Because it's all about a platform.
I don't think she cares. Cause no one cares about her music. She debuted at number 76 on the Billboard. And she's been in the game for how long? And this is what her debut album does. Megan's mixtape debut top 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's just like, it makes no sense that people always want to do this female unity thing. That's when you want to post about Cardi, but it was like, where was Cardi when your album came out? Why didn't she support the record?
Why is Cardi not on any of the records? Why hasn't Cardi done a record with you?
Or any of these other female women. I feel like when it comes, it's all bad business, and you can't blame Nicki if your business isn't straight. I don't feel that like someone like Cash Doll can be as big as Nicki because they're not focusing on the business end of thing. Their business isn't straight. Like, whatever happened to building up a fan base and building an authentic connection with her? Like, people always want to talk about how the Barbs are crazy and delusional, X, Y, and Z. But when you really think about it from a marketing standpoint, Nicki has built a connection with the fan base that's willing to ride for her. And that's been able to sustain her for over a decade. From a business perspective, you need to think about how you're going to get something as close to that as possible instead of playing social media games. Like, that's pathetic. That's bird behavior.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And my thing is, this is like Castro. Here's my thing. We can all go to, this is all bringing a lot of attention to you. However, when we go listen to the music, are we going to stay? And I just don't feel like her music has staying power.
It doesn't have any staying power. It does not have any staying power. She has no it factor. I remember I used to follow her like 5 years ago. This is before Cardi even popped, and I knew that she was an artist, and she used to post like funny videos and be very personable. She stopped doing that, and everything keeps being about like just messy stuff. Like, it's just kind of like, it's petty, it's bird behavior, it's not cute. Like, step your money up, step your game up, be business oriented, figure out who in the game I can partner with on like a music level to propel me forward. Don't play these social media games because it doesn't work for everybody and it doesn't last. Your name is forever going to be tied to like someone who's outperformed and done way better than you ever will. Like, that's sad. That's pathetic.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
All
All
right.
615-5216. You're live on the air. Okay, not ready. 310-8714. You're live on the air.
Armon, what's good, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Yo, before I even get started, did you ever watch the Martin episode, and they got fucking Serena Williams on there, and they're like, "What, you Mr. Wiggins now?"
No, I've never seen that episode.
Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. All right, anyways, I'm calling because Cash Doll, man, you spot on. Cash Doll, she reached her pinnacle of her career. I mean, she did a song with Iggy Azalea, and we still trashed Cash Doll, not even Iggy.
Mm-hmm.
She's taken all the recipes from like 50 coming at Jay-Z. It's just not going to work. You know, when you come for that main one, you usually get some type of play. But like you said, Cardi already did that.
Mm-hmm.
Cash Doll's like the silver, the yellow starburst. Like, nobody wants her. Your favorite to the end. It's like, she's washed, bro, and she's never even started. Like, no good. And you're right. Her coming at Nicki Minaj, it's all a ploy to try to make her seem like she's something. And believe it or not, in my mind, I think that the people that are praising her at this point are actually giving her that little bit of confidence that she is good and meant to be on the billboards and all that.
Yes.
Just to soup her head up, just to make her feel better than what she is. That's really it. She's not anything compared to anybody that's out. I mean, Cash Doll, who?
Let's just be real. Cash Doll is a better rapper probably than Cardi B. However, I'd listen to a Cardi B album over it doesn't even, like, I like Cardi B over Cash Doll, and Cash Doll can out-rap Cardi B.
True. She just don't got that it factor, like you said. She don't got the look. Even when she talks, bro, like, it sounds like she got marbles in her mouth. It's like, I don't know. She's just not that chick. And I'm just basically calling to confirm that I'm with you. You know, no one can even name a song. You know, when you think of Cash Doll, you think of Asian Doll and all the other dolls. She's not in her own lane.
No.
You know what I'm saying? She's just trying and reaching, and she just can't reach it.
And then what do you think about, because I really want people to really understand and hone into, you know, because I think this is a greater lesson for people all over to really understand. You don't want to be supported through spite, out of spite. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and the thing is, we see that. We know that she's being supported through spite. But like I said, bro, I guarantee you, people that are just can't stand Nicki Minaj are really filling her head up like, look, this is your chance. You know, you've been that underdog. It's that underdog mentality. Like,
yes.
You've been the underdog. Now they're talking about you. Now you got to get that music out, even though she's been had the music out. But it still isn't going to happen. She needs to really take in consideration that she reached the pinnacle of her career.
Yes.
I mean, if it takes for you to have to hang with certain people to become what you want to be, that should ring bells in your head. Like, you don't got that talent or that skill or that look or whatever it is to make it in the industry because you got to hang on somebody's coattail to get recognition.
Absolutely. Thank you, caller. Let's go take another one. We're doing good today. I'm not going to be on here all day today, y'all. 716-1030.
Hi, Armon. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Armon, you know what? I don't think she wants to be. I don't think KASH Doll wants to be brought into this whole petty situation.
Okay.
Because for months, like, I've been watching her like do interviews. I would say over the last 12 months, I've been watching her do interviews, and the interviewer would purposely ask her leading questions to try to lead her down a trail to like choose a side between like Cardi and Nicki, but she would never fall into that trap. So it would be one thing if she were on her IG or on her social media constantly going for Nicki, but I haven't seen her do that. I've seen her try to like dodge through all of these like potholes and bumps in the road that people have been trying
until yesterday, right?
People have been trying to set for until the other day. Now, and then let's realize this: when there was a photo or photos of KASH Doll and Meek Mill in like his race or something, maybe like about a year ago. So and I love Nicki Minaj. I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. But Nicki Minaj is a Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius. Nicki Minaj is petty. I can be a little bit petty too. We don't know if Nicki already had some sort of like a feeling or like some sort of like attitude or something about her where she was like, I'm not messing with her. We don't know that. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility that Nicki could have already made the decision up in her head, but you know what? I'm not going to mess with her. I'm going to stay away from her.
Well, right. If first of all, bitch, if not you, but her, KASH Doll, if you're sitting and taking pictures with my man and you're sitting, my ex-boyfriend, and y'all alluding to the fact that, you know, y'all was to, you know, y'all might be messing around. Mind you, it's hitting headlines and blogs and this, that, and the third. And then it's like, bitch, and then you want to try to be my friend? I'm not fucking with you, hoe. Especially if I know how Meek Mill was. Like, Meek Mill was a dog to Nicki. So at the end of the day, KASH Doll, you already burnt that bridge when you was taking pictures with Meek Mill sitting there like you was like, that's what I'm saying. KASH Doll really she didn't really care about Nicki. She didn't really care about Cardi, because remember, she was mad that Detroit gave Cardi B the key to the city in the first place. KASH Doll is upset because KASH Doll wants a spot. She wants to be the leading female of rap, and she thought what she really thought she could do was what Megan Thee Stallion is doing. Playing it cool and working with everybody and really have their own agenda. However, KASH Doll, she does stupid shit. Like, why would you go sit with Meek Mill knowing that Nicki Minaj, you're going to want to feature with her one day? You don't think women are petty? Like, bitch, you the same hoe that was sitting in the car with my ex-nigga. Bitch, I ain't fucking with you, hoe. Like, what you crossed the girl code, bitch. Like, so Nicki at that moment probably was like, I'm never fucking with her. So all the smoke blowing and ass kissing that KASH Doll's been doing since that moment, Nicki Minaj is like, girl, I'm still not fucking with you. So then KASH Doll got to the point where it's like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't like Nicki Minaj. She came at me sideways, and you know what I mean? And so now she's delusional. For all we know, KASH Doll, Nicki Minaj could have told KASH Doll, listen, I don't fuck with you because you was looking like you want to fuck Meek Mill. And KASH Doll could have said, bitch, you delusional. I don't want him.
And that's exactly what I think it is. I think that ever since that whole photo or that clip of her and Meek being in his vehicle, I think ever since then, Nicki made it up in her mind that she wasn't going to mess with her. And I think ever since then, Cash Doll has been trying to play it cool or play it down the middle, but now it's too late. Because when you were in the car with Meek Mill, you didn't think about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think it is.
That's what I think it is too. So now now Cash Doll is like, you know what? Fuck it. Me and Nicki Minaj will never have a relationship. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get clout off her somehow, some way. And so now I'm gonna be against her. I don't like that because I feel like because here's the thing. I don't like when people do that. I don't like when content creators do it. I don't like when artists do it because those will be people that swear that they're so talented, right? That they swear that they have so much talent and that they can go far. And however, when you don't want to work with them or you don't want to affiliate with them, they use your name to get clout. But if you have the talent, you shouldn't need to say Nicki Minaj, or you shouldn't have to expose the relationship that you had. You shouldn't have to throw somebody else under the bus with a bigger name to get your clout if you have the talent. Your talent should supersede any situation that you're in. You get what I'm saying? So when a person talks about how talented they are, but then the only way that they try to get recognition is by throwing somebody else's name in the mix, are you really that talented? No.
Right. I mean, I completely agree. I completely agree. I understand. And the whole cliquishness of like how Hollywood is, how all of a sudden Jason Lee and Wendy Williams are hanging out. And then Jason Lee is cool with Cardi B. And Cardi B and Jason Lee don't like Nicki Minaj. So therefore they're going to try to use Cash Doll, who Jason Lee was fawning all over when Cash Doll went on Hollywood Unlocked maybe like a month ago. Mm-hmm. So it's so cliquish. You can't even, and like I said, the Cash Doll messed up before she could even get her footing. The day that they had a photo of her and Meek in his vehicle, that relationship in Nicki's mind, I think, was severed.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, caller.
So.
Bye. Oh, excuse me. These strawberries are so good. They are infused with tequila. All right, 617-3225. Thank you, Miss B. Keep killing it, Armon. All right, 617.
Hi,
hey, what's going on?
Hi. So I think everyone's getting it, but I know you really want to talk about like the being used as like a charity case because especially with like these female rappers. So the same thing that like I don't have a problem with Cash Doll. Like I think she's really talented. I don't think she'll ever be like a mainstream like international artist, but I do think she's one of the really, really talented out of all the new girls. But I feel like this is like another Remy Ma. It's like when the Chifa came out, we did the whole, Remy Ma's, the queen of rap, and, she won the best female rapper award at the BET Awards, and she had yes, she's the new queen, and it's just like, okay, that's fine. This is, like you said, Nicki Shady, Wendy Shady, that is fine. But then, like, when the music comes out, it doesn't do anything. Like,
it doesn't do anything.
They did the same way with Iggy. Iggy was supposed to be the new queen of rap. It's like she had a couple hits, and then she was gone. With Lil' Kim, even though Lil' Kim's a legend, like everyone talks about Lil' Kim and this and that, and Nicki. Then when the music come out, they don't even debut. Now Cash Doll did debut on the charts, which it was low, but clearly for female rappers it's hard these days to get a dent on the charts. So it's just like but all these rappers, Young A.M.A., everybody is so much better than Nicki Minaj, and that's your right if you feel that way. But can you at least genuinely support them then? Because it's just like, y'all, these people are legends and icons, but Nicki's a flop, but her album is platinum. So it's just like, it makes no sense. And this is why I feel like Nicki said, people use me and they use the bars. 1 minute they use you for sympathy, or they want your audience. Because like it or not, Nicki got probably the biggest audience out of all the rap girls. Like, and they probably feel like that Nicki owes them something. Like, so if I kiss Nicki's ass and I butter her up, she's gonna give me a feature. And it's like, one, she don't owe you bitches nothing. If she wants to do it, she can, and if she does it, she doesn't have to. But people always make it sound like, oh, Nicki doesn't give other female rappers like features. And it's like, well, one, she doesn't have to. Y'all don't tell all these other bitches to do it. Why don't y'all go ask Cardi B to be the Grammy winner, the three number ones? But it's Nicki's the one, and I understand why, because whether Cardi B has a number one or Grammy, Nicki is like the solidified artist.
It goes back to the whole beginning. You know, Cardi B was a spiteful, slight charity case. However, Cardi B had a little bit more of staying power because she had that personality and a good story to go with it. However, the push for Cardi
but
B.
I think the difference between Cardi B though is that like Cardi B had I think people like Bodak Yellow was rising on the charts before her and Nicki had beef. Like I think that's the difference. Like they Cardi B still had like some success, and then like they started like competing and stuff. With these other girls, it's like you said, the only way they get any type of fame or the name of conversation is like when they talk about Nicki. It's never about their solo music, and I think that's why a lot of people don't like Nicki, because Nicki does not have to like be it's not a clique. Like she could stand as, I am the queen of rap and I am talented and I have sold this many records on my own. It's not I'm friends with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and Little Kim, and like they want her to be that, but Nicki's like, I don't need these, like I don't need them, and that makes people mad because they have this thing of like female rap unity, but it's just like, why does Nicki have to be like friends with everybody in the industry for you to be like, oh great, why can't she just be like a solo artist? Why can't Cardi be a solo artist? Why can't these girls just be like a solo, like it seems like it's very groupie-ish. And that's the thing. Now, I just hope that KASH Doll is smart enough to know, like, no one really gives a fuck about you after this Nicki Minaj thing. And they always do it when Nicki Minaj goes on, like, a hiatus. It's like, oh, Nicki Minaj is not trending? Oh, let me throw some little, like, shit, let me say something slick. And then let me get all her haters in the room. And it's just like, but
I just don't like that. I don't like that. Let's get some quick clout off of Nicki Minaj's name. Let's throw some shade at her, and then like all of a sudden, like, okay, all the people that hate Nicki will come support me. That to me is a desperate play. I know what that is. That's desperation. That's like, fuck it, I don't have anything left to pull. So guess what? I hate Nicki Minaj. Everybody support me now if you hate her too. And then let me be all over the blogs.
When it's like when it's Wendy and Nicki, that's fine because like they're both like, solidified people in like popular culture. But like, why would you want to be a charity case? Like, why would you on anybody? Because if you feel like Nicki's only using you for, I don't know, a come up, then you shouldn't be doing that either. Like, it goes both ways. Like, people should be genuinely interested in your music, and KASH Doll should not let Wendy Williams be like, because like, it's just like you've never talked about her before.
You've never talked about KASH Doll before, Wendy Williams. Y'all don't even have a photo of her.
We're just like best. Not saying the besties. Oh, you want to get into her music? I bet you do. But it's just like, okay, that's fine. But then when KASH Doll's next project comes out, are you going to stream her music? Are you going to buy her music?
They're not.
If she goes on tour, are you going to buy? That's the difference, because y'all don't have to like Nicki, but she's on tour. She's the highest paid woman in rap. So
thank you, caller. We got to wrap it because, bitch, you like to talk. But I love you.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. All right. 440-8988. You're live on the air. I cannot hear that. 980-9093. You're live on the air. Shout out to Keza. Thank you. She said, can we talk about only 6,000 album units sold in October under Republic, which included Big Star collabs? Album still flopped. Who we talking about? 980-9093.
Hey, Armon.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I had a question. Do you think that KASH Doll's career would have went further had she not been in that contract? Because a lot of her interviews, she'll mention the contract. So do you think that it would have been bigger, or do you think she still wouldn't have peaked any further?
Okay, but she's out of the contract now, right? Here's my thing. She's out of the contract now. She's dropped music. So it's still not doing anything. Like, people have all these excuses as to why it's always somebody else's fault, Or, okay, fine, you were in a contract, so you couldn't make music. All right, cool, bam, boom. All right, so you out of the contract. So now what's the issue? Nicki Minaj won't do a collab with you? So, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm just saying, like, okay, so now you free. You got this talent. You dropped the album, but then I don't even remember the name of the album. I listened to it, but it sounded very mediocre, kind of childish, like ratchet. Like, it didn't sound like, it was like stupid, like goofy. Like, it was like stuff that I would think is funny.
It's very cringy, and I agree on your last one when you said that she sounded cheap. It's like, I hated to say it because I was rooting for Cash.
Yeah, it's like cheap.
But I agree. Yeah, it's very cheap, and I agree. I feel like she's already peaked, and I hate to say it because I was pushing for, I'm not going to make this a whole different issue, but I was pushing for a dark skin. I was pushing for her, but I'm going to be objective here and say that she's already peaked, and I agree with you. I feel like...
Well, if we're going to push for a dark skin girl, we need to be pushing for Dreezy because that bitch is fire.
Yes.
She's way more fire than Cash Doll. But go ahead.
Dreezy is she's very lyrical, and
underrated.
Good point with, I watch her Instagram, her videos all the time. But when you said that Cardi B had more song power, I feel like you are correct with that and she was also able to appeal to more. Like Cash Doll can only appeal to a certain demographic, which I think is crazy how it is. But that's another reason that gave Cardi B that push. And then you write her issues with Nicki Minaj right off the gate, like she was getting into it. So that all of that in her look, all of that definitely pushed her forward. And then the last thing I want to say was when you talked about when she was in the car with Meek Mill, that picture that she had, I don't think that was the end of Nicki Minaj saying, I'm not going to work with her, because didn't she invite her on the show after the picture?
Yeah, but Nicki Minaj was being petty. Nicki Minaj invited her on the show to be messy with her and Asian Doll for some drama. That was for clicks and views. It was never to discuss no music.
That was so true.
Remember, and then when Nicki Minaj had Queen Radio, and whenever Nicki Minaj has her bad bitches link up, Cash Doll is never in that conversation.
Right.
She never pulls. She never pulls. Remember, just this last, what was it? The VMAs. The last VMAs. Remember, Cash Doll was pissed because the cameraman was hollering, Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj. They don't know who Cash Doll is.
I've seen that. But I didn't know if that was almost a compliment to her, that she even looked like Nicki. I was like, is that a compliment or this? But I will leave with this. You are right. She should not build her career. I don't think she should go on that Wendy Williams show. You shouldn't build your career on spite, because once you get the attention, you're gonna have to have the talent to back it up. And if you don't have that talent to back it up, you're gonna have to keep the drama going to keep your career alive.
Tell me about it, bitch. Let me tell you something. I see it all the time on YouTube. They be trying to do different topics, and they be like, man, fuck this shit. Let me make an Armon Wiggins video. Because you built your whole shit off of, people, mad black women that mad at me. Stupid. Thank you.
And when I see those videos on YouTube about you, it makes me just want to go to your page and watch your videos even more. I'm like, let me just watch it.
All right. Thank you, caller.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Oh, yes. All right, y'all. So how many, we got a couple more. Oh, yeah. Everybody's hashtagging thank you, Nicki. Yes. And that hashtag went trending yesterday on Twitter, because it was just like, if you need some attention, everybody just drop Nicki Minaj's name. Just say Nicki, Nicki, Nicki. Oh, excuse me. And that's just kind of what I think people are doing. And guys, let me just tell you something. Let this be a lesson learned. Listen, people don't have to work with you. People don't owe you anything. And if you believe that you're that great and you're that talented, it shouldn't hurt you that people don't want to work with you. I never understand that. It'd be like people, they think that they're so great. They think that they're so talented. But the minute somebody don't want to work with them, they are butthurt. Well, bitch, if you so good, you should need no cosign. You shouldn't need no one to work with you, And so I kind of felt like Cash Doll got tired of kissing Nicki's ass, and she realized she wasn't going to actually get a feature. She wasn't going to actually get anything out of it. And like I said, Cash Doll is human. We're all human. If I'm bigging up somebody, if I'm supporting somebody and I'm genuinely supporting them and I realize they don't really fuck with me like that, all right, I'm going to stop supporting you. That's real. Anybody would do that. However, it didn't have to be an announcement. I unfollowed Nicki Minaj 2 weeks ago. That was random ass shit. Nobody was saying nothing. Then randomly, Cash Doll. I unfollowed Nicki Minaj 2 weeks ago. Nobody was messaging you. We didn't see that trending nowhere that the Barbs was attacking Cash Doll. That would have came to my listen. I'm going to toot my horn, bitch. If it was some tea with Cash Doll and Nicki Minaj, it would have came to my desk first. Nobody was talking about that. You just wanted to let people know that you wasn't fucking with Nicki Minaj anymore because you have felt gassed up because you have figured out, all right, well, I'm with Cardi. So Cardi, to the public and, to the masses, and it's no shade. Cardi appears to be the one winning. And then it's like, all right, well, and I'm messing with Party. So, or what's his name? I don't know, Partisan. And she messing with Partisan. So now it's like, all right, well, let's just put it out there. I don't fuck with Nicki. But then to go on live, because she could even just left it at the tweet. No, then she went on live and started saying that Nicki Minaj was delusional. So it's kind of like we're at the point of like, all right, when is the clout chase going to stop? Now, Wendy Williams is inserting herself, which I totally understand why Wendy Williams is inserting herself, like I said to you guys earlier. So it is what it is. This is going to be interesting. I don't think that Nicki Minaj, I'm not sure if I don't know. Because I keep saying I don't think Nicki Minaj should respond. The only reason why I would say I don't think Nicki Minaj should respond necessarily in this situation because she's got to get ready for her Billboard situation. However, I do think Nicki Minaj should do some sort of response because it's too many different people on different levels saying that they don't like her or, and talking about different, and we to this day don't have a clear understanding as to why so many people don't like her. So for me, I personally would like to know about these different individuals who say that they don't like her, who have had encounters with her, what actually happened? Like not a subliminal, not a roundabout, bitch. What happened from your mouth? Because they don't have a problem saying what happened from their perspective. Cash Doll had no problem saying, she threw shade at me. And Cardi B, a rapper threw shade at me on the red carpet. Lil' Kim, she tried it. She didn't support, So Nicki Minaj, say what it is. Are these girls wanting features from you and you're saying no? Do you not see it for these bitches? Do you not like female rappers? What's the tea, sis? Just so it can be very clear so nobody has to guess and check no more. So we can know if these bitches is really hating on you, then they really just mad. Or bitch, is it really some tea, girl? And you really can't say what it is because we might all look at you differently like you're really a mean girl. You know what I'm saying? I just would like to know because it seems as though I know it's a lot of people with this energy. I want to know what happened with Rihanna. I don't really see, everybody, I don't know. I don't really know if Beyonce is really a relationship still anymore. I don't think Beyonce and her are cool, but I don't think it's anything to do with necessarily her. I just think Beyonce be like, all right, girl, we did. Bye. But what happened with Drake? What happened with all these people? Why do all these people have so many negative things to say about you? You can't just be like, oh, everybody hates me. Tell us why. What scenario? Help us understand, bitch, because I'm trying to figure it out. Because if you don't do that, what's going to happen is any Joe Schmo can just wake up and be like, Nicki Minaj is fucking rude. She's fucked up. And, people are just going to keep believing that shit. So if you don't care, then don't address it. However, I do believe that Nicki Minaj cares because pretty much that's what she's built Queen Radio off of, addressing rumors and lies. So for those people that saying she shouldn't address it, well, that's what Queen Radio is. It's an addressing platform. So we need her to really address it in specifics. All right, y'all. So if you didn't make it through this time, I do apologize, but we are going to wrap it up here.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
All right, guys. So I want to thank you guys all for watching. I love you. I'm seeing Doja Cat in the thing. I like Doja Cat. I'm disappointed that she can't freestyle though. That kind of turned me off. She did a horrible job on Sway in the Morning. But Doja Cat is good. But Doja Cat, she's a little remnants. She's remnants of Nicki Minaj. She sounds a little like Nicki. No shame. She got the little Nicki aesthetic in her. She's cool though. We like Doja Cat, but we've heard that sound. All right, guys. I love you all. Make sure you guys like and if share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if nothing else, keep that same energy. I'll talk to you guys later, and see you niggas soon. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at The Armon Wiggins Show, on Twitter at The Armon Wiggins Show, and send me the tea, send me the news, because you never know when we'll have to pop up on here and get into some things. All right, y'all. I love you. And I'll see you soon.